Yo guys, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't done already, please click the subscribe button. Okay, follow me on social media, Off the Canvas Boxing on Instagram. Rest of the social media platforms are in below. Follow me as well on Twitch at Off the Canvas Boxing. But let's get cracking on this fight. Ryangarcia versus Luke Campbell. Oh boy, was an amazing performance from Ryangarcia in particular. Coming into this fight, it was Luke Campbell was fairly favourite in the UK in particular. In the US is a bit different, and people needed Garcia to win. Garcia was sort of the poster boy, the golden child of this division, and for marketing he was like needed basically to win. A lot of people put money on him to win, and yeah, like he came into this fight very slick, clean. His body looked very good as well on the scales, amazing, same as Luke Campbell. So weighed exactly the same, 135 pounds on the dot for the pair of them. Coming into this fight in particular, Luke Campbell's ring walk was like, "We will rock you," and Ryangarcia came in on a throne. Ryangarcia came in dressing as Hercules, like a Greek god, like on a throne. Coming into this fight, round one, we have Ryangarcia came in off the bounty. He was running at Luke Campbell. Luke Campbell was sort of trying to figure out what he was doing, try to act a lot more defensively. Of course, Luke Campbell was he got into the fight a bit more later on in that first round and kept his distance and kept slipping shots and understood and weathered the storm. So yeah, but for me, like the first round I gave it to Garcia convincingly, to be fair. Luke Campbell, of course, he defended well, slicked his shots very good, but he didn't have any answer. He did throw back a lot in round one in particular. Now let's get started on round two. Now this round in particular got me gassed. Yeah, like similar to the first round, they were sort of in the exchanges. Ryangarcia was walking forward, trying to walk him down. He was very excited, Ryangarcia. He was trying to throw swinging shots, for health and level, body, head. Like there was no real method to the madness. He was just doing the whole shebang and see what can happen, hit and hope, basically. And that would work against most fighters, but not the elite fighters, not the like top echelon, the like world champions. I don't think that tactic would necessarily work on all of them. But yeah, like he started throwing health and lever, and then he got caught with a counter punch. I think it was like a left shot straight to the straight forward. It was off balance, I can tell. Though like when he was going in very excited, he didn't go in planting his feet properly. He was sort of rushing in and trying to rush back out again, and in that process he got counter punched by Luke Campbell and he was down. First ever time in his career he's ever been down, and we wanted to see how can he overcome this, how can he go to the next level, like has he got it in him mentally to surpass these sort of challenges. And yes, he proved us wrong. He came up, he carried on winning that, not winning, but he carried on like punching in that second round, and that round was given to Luke Campbell for me. Then coming on to round 3, 4 and 5, it was pretty much like neck and neck between the pair of them. Luke Campbell was slipping the shots, Ryangarcia was throwing, and it was Luke Campbell was trying to come up with different scenarios, jab to the head, jab to the body. Because he was southpaw, he reckoned that with his awkwardness he can see if Garcia makes a mistake like he did in the second round and try counter punching. But with Ryangarcia, he threw so much that even if you wanted to counter punch him, you're going to be a bit tired to do so. Yeah, I had Garcia winning round 3, round 4 was Luke Campbell, and then the next 2 rounds was Garcia for me, round 4 and 5. They were pretty much symmetrical. Ryangarcia was throwing, Luke Campbell was on the defensive. But let's go on to the 6th round in particular. Now, Ryangarcia is known for his body shots, okay? Beverly Hills World Championship gives a 5-shot body challenge or something like that, where he gives them a body suit and he just strikes at them, and if they can handle it, they won the challenge. They can't. And yeah, like Ryangarcia walked forward, planted his feet, which he wasn't doing a lot in the previous rounds, because in the previous rounds he was just throwing. But he planted his feet and he set it up in particular. He knew what he was doing. He stepped forward, a left uppercut to the body, and then Luke Campbell was really hurt. I think they were both coming together at the same time, and you know when someone's coming together and then like someone's coming forward and you give them a uppercut to the body, it's very like it hurts even more because you're giving them the support for that punch. And yeah, like Luke Campbell like was out, he was winded, you could tell he's really hurting his body. And yeah, like the fight was called off. So Ryangarcia won by TKO in round 6. So I had, in my prediction originally, I had Luke Campbell winning this by points. Of course, if Luke Campbell kept what he was doing and increased that activity over the last couple of rounds, over the last, I don't know, 6 rounds or so, won the second half of the fight a bit more convincingly than the first half, I would have had him winning. In the end, the scorecard of my card was 57-54 to Ryangarcia. So yeah, Ryangarcia put in a very good performance, 8 out of 10 performance from him, and a very like 7 out of 10 performance from Luke Campbell. So very good performance from the pair of them, solid performances, not spectacular, but you know they both could have worked on them better. One year and however many months outside the ring, so fairly decent for the pair of them. Now, what's next for Ryangarcia? He came on the interview with DAZN, the Mel Gibson lookalike, and he said, "I want to fight Gervonta Tank Davis." Now, this one sparked the conversation I had in my live stream. Now, for me, they were saying, you know what, Gervonta versus Tank would be a good fight, and I said, yeah, but I don't really want him to fight Tank next. I want him to fight Devin Haney next. And the reason why I wanted to fight Devin Haney next, because of all of them, for me, Haney is the easiest opponent that he can overcome, and he could win a belt at the end of it. And if he could win a belt at the end of it, if he then waits for Lopez and Gervonta Tank Davis to fight each other, whoever wins out of those two would face whoever wins out of Haney and Garcia. That also leaves Vasily Lomachenko out in the wind, because what can he do? I think Vasily Lomachenko can beat Haney and also can beat Ryangarcia, because Ryangarcia displayed a lot of defensive mistakes in his defensive game, and that for me like is sort of criminal with Vasily Lomachenko. You can't, like, firstly, he kept missing shots against Luke Campbell. Loma, you'll be missing a lot more than Luke Campbell, I'll tell you that for a fact, okay? He could have pinned him down. The angles were a bit tight with Luke Campbell. With a Vasily Lomachenko, it's going to be a lot more challenging in that sense. So yeah, for me, Loma will beat Ryangarcia. Haney be more of a 50-50 opponent for him. 50-50 opponent for him. For legacy, he should fight Vasily Lomachenko and see what he could do against him, because Lomachenko could be out the door, 36 years of age, could retire very soon. And if he can really put the last nail on the coffin with Vasily Lomachenko, that will be good in the good standing in the lightweight division. He can then fight Devin Haney afterwards, then fight either the winner of Tank versus Lopez and become undisputed, and then step up and then fight someone like a Josh Taylor or something. That's how I would do it. Thank you guys all, okay, especially those who went on the live watch along, okay. First live watch along was 2021. We're looking to do a lot more in 2021 in terms of that. Hopefully next one would be January 30th with Dillian White versus Alexander Povetkin. Hopefully, maybe, if not, I don't know who headlining that show. I think that show will then get moved to February. So whenever Dillian White fights next, I will be doing that one in particular. But yeah, like, follow me on Twitch for any updates on the watch along, on Instagram where I do the posts on votes on whatever I do, like with regards to like any new updates on the channel, any new uploads that I'm about to drop, any polls that I'm doing. Instagram is the place for you guys, okay? But I really thank everyone for tuning in today. Really appreciate it. Peace, love and prosperity, guys, and I'll catch you guys in a bit. Peace.